And so I'm here with Ben, and Ben just came back from London.
Yeah, absolutely. We just got back from the Paraylmpic Games about 20 days ago, and it's been my fourth games. Did some great results. Yeah, four games.
So when was your first?
Started in Sydney back in 2000, Athens 2004, Beijing, and now London. And the reason why I came back after Beijing is because I didn't have the chance to do what I wanted to do. I came back. I won 4 bronze medals. I was a favorite going into the meet at the world record.
Sorry, which Olympics did you win that?
In Beijing. My previous games. So I was the favorite getting to the meet. Had the world record. I was ranked number 1 and didn't happen. I came third. But that gave me the motivation. I was really frustrated coming back from Beijing, and I really, what I'm the most proud of after London is, yes, we had the chance to do well, but what I'm the most proud of is those 4 years between 2008 and 2012. And trying to enjoy the process of training and being ready, and I had the best 4 years of my training. So I'm really, really happy with how things went.
Can you give us a glimpse, give the viewers a glimpse into a typical day of an athlete? Like, what would you do on a Monday, a typical Monday, getting as part of your training process?
Well, it sounds boring.
Right from getting up.
Yeah, it sounds boring because we're swimmers, and we wake up quite early. So about 5:30. 5:30. And about around 6:30 we're in the water until 9.
So let's start with breakfast. So would you be eating like 80 eggs and?
Well, actually, no. It's too early. I can't have that much protein and that much food in me at that time of the day because it's too early, and I have quite a big workout coming up. So I try to eat a lot of sugar. So like toast and peanut butter and smoothies with the banana and orange juice and all sorts of fruit and Greek yogurt possibly. But if I eat the eggs and the heavy stuff, even though it's good for you, it's not gonna be helping me for the next 2.5 hours in the pool. So really a lot of sugar, a lot of fruits and yogurt, and I go in the water for 2.5 hours. And after, depending on what we have that day, it might be a weight session, or it might be Pilates, or it might be a gym, so more fitness kind of thing. After we come back.
So now that's all afternoon?
No. That's right after swimming. Yeah, we get the little snack, and right after swimming in the same facility. We train at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Okay. So it's the National Swimming Center. And after we have lunch, a bit of break, so about an hour and a half, 2 hour break. So we usually nap because we're exhausted from the morning session, and we go back to the pool.
How long would you nap for?
Hopefully, as long as I can. Sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Not always easy, but I like to nap a good hour and a half if I can.
Now they're big fans of that in Mexico. Don't they have the siesta in Mexico?
And South Europe as well.
South Europe.
So yeah, I think we could fit really well in Italy. I like
the idea of a nap too.
Yeah, it's good.
So you have a nap and then you're back in the pool.
Yeah, so quite a heavy lunch because you've had the energy and you spend so much energy in the morning, and so we had a good lunch. And we had a good 2.5 hours between the lunch and the next session. So we go to the pool and swim another 2 hours. And usually the afternoon is more the quality type of effort in the water. So it's more intense, shorter, but a lot more quality instead of quantity.
So when would a typical day end for you?
Training done around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
So 5:30.
Yeah. And
so then you'd have another big dinner or another nap? Another nap?
No. Good dinner. Yeah, okay. Dinner. And by the time we get home, dinner. I live on the south shore of Montreal, so maybe half an hour drive back home. And dinner and go rest and go back home. Go back to bed and start that next day.
So now what time would you go to sleep? Are you in bed at 9 o'clock?
I wish.
So you stay up late?
Well, it's because by the time that your heart rate is so high until 6 o'clock, it's hard to calm down. And by the time you do emails and sometimes study and everything, it's not easy to really have that time to go to bed by 9 o'clock. But I really wish, because we wake up early the next day.
That is early.
Yeah.
You said 5:30, right?
It is. Yeah.
So you'd come home, you'd have a big meal, and then you'd chill out, send some emails, relax, be in bed by 10?
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And sometimes, I don't fall asleep until 10:30, 11.
Now, as an Olympic athlete training for the Olympics, do you have time to relax, or are you always just eating, working out, napping, eating, working out.
Yeah, it's training,
time to
it's training, eat, and sleep. So that's what we do. But we're used to this. You know, it seems quite crazy as a schedule, but we've been doing it for years, over 15 years. So our body is ready for this, and this is really the worst type of days that we can have on a yearly basis. So it's not every day like this, but it's quite often, and yeah. So we try to enjoy it when we can.
Now, what about weekends?
We train on Saturday mornings.
Saturdays.
Yeah, and Saturday afternoon is off.
Saturday afternoon.
And Sunday we go to church.
Sunday you go to church.
Yeah, so we don't train on Sunday, but there's exceptions. Well, actually, sometimes we have competition, and competition happens every third weekend, every fourth weekend, and that was on weekends. So now, you swim all week.
So now, outlining the schedule that you've given me, it's probably pretty important for there to be organizations like CanFund out there to help athletes, because based on the schedule that you just told me, how could you fit a job into that? Because your job is training for the Olympics. So can you tell us about your involvement with CanFund and what they've done for you and what they do for Olympic athletes? Because there's a lot of Canadians that don't understand the importance of CanFund, and maybe you could shed some light onto that.
Yeah, well, I've been one of the lucky ones to be supported by CanFund. A lot of Olympic and Paralympic athletes, summer and winter, have been getting the support from them over the last 8-10 years. I think my first donation or bursary was back in 2005, or 2004, maybe for Athens. Back then it was called See You in Athens Fund, and you know, this is what we need, because to have the best coaches, to participate in the best training camp and the best competition, it takes a lot of money. And like you've mentioned, we don't have the time to work and to find even sponsors. It's really hard to find them. And CanFund has been supporting us on a yearly basis with a great donation to give us the opportunity to get the best out of a high-profile athlete. So I've been a lucky one, and today is really important. And when I have time to give back to CanFund to support future athletes. Sochi 2014 is in less than 500 days, and we need our athletes to be supported, and this is why CanFund has been doing it for years. And I brought you my nice little medal from London.
Oh,
so
this is sweet.
So this is Paralympic gold from London.
Wow, that is.
And you know what?
You hold that.
To be honest,
yes.
This
is unbelievable.
There's a big part of that medal.
Yeah.
There's a big part of that medal that is because of CanFund. Because without their support, it would have been hard or even impossible to get on top of the podium in London.
Wow, that is really
so thanks CanFund, and keep doing what you guys have been doing for years.
That is amazing. Wow. That is really cool.
Please help support our athletes. Donate to CanFund. Visit mycanfund.ca for details.